Hello everybody, I'm sitting here with David Rudd, who is the team leader and owner of Kindred Real Estate Group. David has had a unique journey over the last year. He's a loved and cared for member of the KW family. And a while ago, David had a unique experience that I want him to tell you about. First of all, a little bit about his team. He has 15 team members on his team. It is the largest team in the #1 market center in Southern California. And he did $68 million through his team, not counting his referrals last year. And he's on track to do much more than that this year. So David, a couple of questions for you. How long have you been with KW?
We've been with KW since 2014, about April 2014 we came over to Keller Williams. We had been reached out by a Keller Williams agent to come in and meet with team leader at the time, and learned a lot about Keller Williams. We were a private brokerage, and so coming from a private brokerage, it was a situation where the franchise and things of that nature were a little bit, I should say, I wasn't so thrilled about it. I would receive calls all the time, but I did have a compelling call and good for scripting that allowed me to come in and have a very nice meeting. In addition, and attended a family reunion in 2014 and really sealed the deal, as I would say, as far as the value of what Keller Williams provides, not only just from the systems, but the enthusiasm and especially the culture.
Awesome. Well, now here's a fun one. About 2017, a new real estate company came into town, and they were touting a technology. I will say the name. It was EXP, and EXP started reaching out to our agents en masse with their recruiting team. And what was appealing about EXP to you at the time?
You know, when the calls started coming in from EXP, I would say intrigued, because they were, one, leading with tech, but I have to say the first calls were always about revenue share.
Yeah.
You need to build your downline and pyramid. Just think if you were at the bottom basis of the beginning of Keller Williams and your downline was so big, you're going to be just earning, you won't even have to be selling real estate. That completely turned me off. The fundamentals of any company that you associate with yourself should be focused 100% on actually building your business, and our core business is selling real estate. With that said, as I did go in and have a meeting and learn more and met with the CEO, or who was the CEO of the company at the time, they really did focus on the technology side and said that they're really the new foundation, or what is going to be going on in real estate moving forward, and really sold a bill of goods. In addition, we're Commissions Inc. users for our CRM, and Commissions Inc. would be then now included, so that would reduce about $25,000 each year. But aside from the side that was, you know, some people, you know, want to jump because they're thinking their commission splits are going to be different. Ours were primarily, I always look at the core fundamentals. If it's going to help me generate more business for not only myself, but all of the people that are in our Kindred family, our company, that is important to me. So we did make the change.
And I kept in touch with them, and obviously I'm as interested as they are about technology to other companies. And about 9 months later, I was making a phone call, and I talked with Anthony, and Anthony said, you know, maybe we should sit down. So about 10 months after they went over to EXP, they came back here, to your same office.
Yes, to our same
office. So tell us why you came back from EXP.
Well, I think that the fundamental thing is that, you know, I really love the philosophy is that slow to hire, quick to fire. And quickly, when you find that it's not a fit, you need to make sure that you make the change that's fundamental for your business. But one of the main things that started off is that the technology was actually not there. So we learned in basically within the first couple of weeks, there was now going to be the removal of the Google Suite. So they were starting to cut back on technology. Then in addition, about 8 weeks later, when we were going to switch over from our Sync or Commissions Inc. CRM to implement over to theirs and start getting the quote unquote discount, we found out that it was actually a watered down version, so it wouldn't be productive for us. And then the third thing that we found was that going in, the way that you interact with actually your broker, other employees with inside the company, you use what's called the world, and you have to do login to actually interact with people, get questions.
The avatar.
The avatar world.
Yeah.
And so that one, it eats up a significant amount of battery life, but you have to be constantly contacted.
Nothing you want to do in an airport.
No, and they don't have an app like where you're going in if you need an immediate question. And one of the things that we are very focused on as a company is efficiencies and systems. And so a lot of our systems go in and operate if we need something answered or addressed. We send out an email. Well, they don't deal with email, so it'd be 3, 4, 5 days later. So overall, the EXP, we had to Federal Express or EXP our way out of there, because they are not a technology company. What they have done is the technology that they've created is a really fun video game that you have to go in and wait in line. And to the extent that as the weeks went on, you would actually go to like a meat counter and you would start pulling little tickets as you're waiting in line to have stuff addressed.
Wow.
And a team of our size, they actually gave us preferential treatment, so they assigned specific people to us even on their side. Mm-hmm. I cannot imagine what this would be for a small team or even an individual agent if they're not getting priority service based on volume.
Well, I thank you for taking time out of your day. I know you are extraordinarily time blocked in your schedule, and just so you know, he has 2 of his team members behind him saying he's probably got to go to a listing presentation. I thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future.
Thank you.